Hear your voice.
Thank you for joining the show. Thank you for joining another special edition of the show. Right after Thanksgiving, man, we are back live from the TWF studios, and we're back to our normal time. It just feels good to be back. Let's just put it that way. You are now listening to the Wrestling Fans Podcast. I am your host, BangEm South, Jason Fastkade, and along this ride, I have my illustrious co-host, the best in the world today. Do you understand what I'm telling you? The man, Trent Williams, the only guy that I know that bought up all the Alexa Bliss t-shirts because they're 50% off on www.shop.com. More on that later. Trent, like I said, man, we had Thanksgiving last week. We had some, off-screen developments. We had some on-screen developments. So are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready.
Let's stop stalling, dude, and let's get right into the show. Trent, you hit me up earlier this week with some shocking news, man. If you want to go into that, feel free, my friend.
Yeah, so Monday afternoon, I woke up and I went to drink some water, and next thing I know, it goes dribbling down my face, and I go to look in the mirror, and needless to say, I'm one cowboy hat away from being JR because I have a case of Bell's palsy that I'm currently dealing with.
Now, this is not a work.
No.
These are facts.
Yep.
I'm still in shock, but what's the process? What are you doing now? Because you you don't sound any different.
Yeah, they put me on a crap load of prednisone, which I already take because of my kidney stuff that I have to deal with.
Okay.
But they put me on a bunch of it, so I'm eating like crazy because that stuff makes you eat.
Okay.
They say that it can heal up within a month to month and a half, sometimes 6 months. They don't really know. And then there's cases like JR where you're stuck like that forever, which I hope is not the case here. But I mean, you can't really notice it much unless I try to smile or something. But
okay.
Yeah, the right side of my face is like sort of drawled, and my eye won't close all the way, and my eyes water a lot.
Wow, dude,
so
that's
what I'm dealing with.
I know you're in I know you're in better spirits today, but the initial shock of just seeing that, or I guess feling that, must have been devastating.
It was because, with your face drawn like that, when you see that, you think, well, thankfully I know JR, I know of JR's condition, so I thought Bell's palsy, but you would also think maybe like a mini stroke or something. But I spent Monday night in the emergency room, and they did a CAT scan and said everything looked good, so they think it's just Bell's palsy.
So you woke up like normal. It was a regular day.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you looked in the mirror, that's when you noticed that something was wrong, because you obviously couldn't feel it.
I went to go drink a glass of water.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
And when I drank it came out of my mouth.
Man, that sucks, dude. I know it's been said before, but I will be praying for you, dude. Obviously, you're taking this in stride. Can't do the show without you, my friend.
Yep.
So hope you get better, and I know you're not going to get worse.
So to all our listeners, if I sound weird, it's not because I'm trying to play tonsil hockey with Carly Gray over here on the side.
Welcome to the show, and where we went and where we're going, that was well needed. So, like I said, man, hope you get better. It may take some time, but definitely hope you get better, my friend.
Absolutely.
Okay. So with that said, man, let's kick off the show like we normally do, dude. First of all, Thanksgiving, man. Like, did you have a good thing? What do you do for Thanksgiving?
I went over to my mom's sister's house and eat some turkey.
Okay. Are you a Black Friday shopper?
No.
Whoa. Wait, whoa. Not at all?
No.
Cyber Monday, maybe?
Nah, money's short this year, so no shopping this year for me.
Gotcha. I did
watch the Hey Arnold movie, though. That's how I celebrated Thanksgiving.
Now, I remember Hey Arnold was on Nickelodeon, right?
Right.
Hey Arnold had not Hey Arnold, but Arnold had like a head like a football.
Right. Football head, yep.
Yeah, there you go. Was it off TV, or like did they finally just do a movie?
They did I think like the movie had been like they had created it like there was a Hey Arnold movie that actually came to theaters like a few years ago.
Okay.
And they had made this one right after and was going to put it out, but because the movie in theaters didn't do so well, they just didn't do anything with it. And I guess they decided to bring it back and put it on.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Cool. How was the movie, dude?
It was pretty good. We got to finally figure out what Arnold's last name was and what happened to his parents, and he got to reunite with his parents. And him and Helga, the girl that liked him but wouldn't admit she liked him, they finally kissed and everything. It was pretty good.
So this show wasn't on TV anymore?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Wow.
like, they have like the on Team Nick, they have like the Splat, which is like a 90s throwback that they do after like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And they show episodes on there.
Okay, I got you. But this was a throwback that everyone welcomed, so that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't get to keep up with Hey Arnold. Do you remember Bobby's World?
Oh yeah.
See, stuff like that, like when I see characters formed like that, I'm like, that's Bobby's World. Or I mean, even Stewie on Family Guy. Why does every baby or like little kid get a football head? I don't know, just me.
Was Bobby wasn't a football head though, was he?
Was Bobby a football head, or did he have a oval circular looking head?
I think it was oval circular looking.
Okay. So
all I remember about Bobby's World is it was voiced by Howie Mandel.
Yeah. Love that cartoon though, dude. Bobby's World was awesome, man. Bobby's World.
His uncle would give him noogies all the time.
Yeah. Dude, that was a Saturday morning or Sunday morning cartoon?
I used to watch it on the weekdays on Fox Kids
Fox
after
Kids
school.
Weekday. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I'm so far removed from Saturday morning cartoons or morning cartoons, but man, what are the cartoons in the morning now? Like I hear
they
of
don't
like
really have any.
Wow, Puppy Patrol
At
and
least not
stuff
on
like
like
that.
the network. They don't. You have to go like Nickelodeon and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, kids are growing up with a horrible future. I just want to let you know that, kids. It's terrible. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. But Thanksgiving is over now. We're really moving towards WrestleMania season. We got Royal Rumble coming up probably in what 2 months away, 60 days away. Yep. And then COC, even though Booker T wants to say Clash of the Champions, it is COC.
Yep.
And Raw this week, man. Really set up some new feuds, really put perspective into where they're going into WrestleMania season.
Right. So I obviously had to go back and watch Raw because I didn't get to watch it as it happened, but I did catch the final hour live.
Okay.
And I didn't know what the main event was. So when I seen like Kane come out and then Finn Balor, I'm like, and then Jason Jordan, I'm like, what in the world are they doing? Is this the main event? And then we get Braun Strowman coming back and doing the same thing to Kane that Kane had done to him the previous week. And he attacked him so bad that Kane couldn't even figure out which way the ramp was. He had to leave through the audience.
Here's the thing. Someone needs to tell Kane, if you're going to do a spot like that with your throat and you're supposed to choke, take your chewing gum out.
Yeah.
Take your chewing gum out. Yeah, that was it a little awkward or did it make it look more real that he was so disoriented that he had to get the hell out of there? And the only thing he could figure out was just to go through the crowd.
It was a little bit awkward, I guess. Even my dad was like, where is he going? I said, I have no clue.
And it wasn't where he was going. It's with the 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Where are you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just seemed, it was off. He didn't go through the ramp. He was like, get me the hell away from Braun, which I thought was pretty cool, but I didn't know if something was going to happen at the end. You're just waiting for that.
Right. Waiting on Braun to go after him.
Yeah, or the logo to pop up with something else happening, and it didn't happen. So they're coming up with interesting ways to end the show, and that was one of them.
Yeah, and the funniest thing about this is, they were in the same town where he's running for mayor, and he actually had like a mayoral speech thing across town. So I'm like, I wonder if he had to appear at that place with a voice box since he just got his throat crushed.
That would be interesting. That definitely will be interesting. Mommy, why does Kane have no hair? Yeah, that would be very interesting. I wonder how he's doing in the polls.
I don't know. When are these elections? It feels like they've been running forever.
I thought that was like a November thing, but maybe if it's something local, they do it monthly or like every 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Did Rhino ever win office?
No, I don't think he won.
Did Balls Mahoney ever run for office?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I hope not.
Sorry, I'm totally off. I'm totally off with that one.
He's not the smartest person in the. He's not the smartest knife in the drawer.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Over the weekend we had Starrcade also.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what kind of dude. I still wonder why they have something like that and don't present it live.
Or
Don't
put
make
it
it
on
a
the network or something. Yeah.
bigger spectacle. And I understand that you're giving all this stuff out on the network. Maybe you want to package it up as a DVD and sell it. I don't know. But yeah, man, it sounds like it was a good show. It wasn't really anything that kind of pushed the envelope forward. It sounds like it was more of an homage with having all the quote unquote older guys there who were a
Right.
part of the Starrcade series. And, you know, just saying thanks to Dusty and having it in Greensboro brought back that nostalgic feel. But overall, I mean, from social media, it looks like it was a success.
Yeah, we had an appearance from Arn Anderson, and Arn even busted out the spine buster.
Yeah,
On Bob Orger.
the Ricky Steamboat Shinsuke Nakamura thing, I thought that was a little weird, but okay.
And Dustin Rhodes made an appearance, not Goldust.
Okay, yeah, man, cool.
Which if he's getting close to his end of his run, would you mind having like a Dustin Rhodes instead of just a Goldust run?
Man, at this point, we're talking about two different things, right? Would I like to see it? Yeah, sure, cool.
Yeah,
build it up. But then we're also talking about, can he go, right? Can he go and not in one of his matches? Can he go up against Finn Balor and hang, right? Like we
Right.
talked about this Omega Jericho thing. Can Jericho hang with the Omega? You know,
Right.
like if would it be cool to see? Yeah. But along that way, you're either destroying guys or you're in the ring with some really good guys, but you got to be able to go.
Right. And I know Dustin, it probably helps that he wears the face paint because, man, that guy's got some bags under his eyes. He's showing his age a lot.
Well, no, he's in recovery, right? You know, so he's you know, post that, but or no, dude. Isn't that one of the things that people who wear makeup just like that's their drawback, that they put that on for so long they don't even know what their face looks like anymore?
It must be.
Yeah, and you know, that's what it could be. But what I like to see, yeah, man, I would really like to see him go out in a blaze of glory and not just get fired or something like that, how they would normally do something.
Yeah, I think like the best time for him to would have done that was when they were doing the whole thing with the Shield with him and his daddy and Cody, like in 13.
Yeah, those were the prime years because that angle was red hot when Cody and Dusty like stood up for their dad and everything, and then it kind of fell flat.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see what else happened on Raw. We had a record-breaking match where Asuka defeated Dana Brooke in a record amount of time with an armbar.
And this is going to lead us into the biggest topic for both Raw and SmackDown. But yeah, that flip into the armbar was nasty. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man. We'll get to SmackDown a little bit later, but the Raw takeover, I guess, that you could say from Paige, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. Their impact is great. Could use a little bit more crowd support, but they are dominating. I mean, they're kicking ass and taking names, I guess. I mean, obviously Kane is the one chewing bubblegum, but they're beating people up, right?
Yep. Yeah, they had both Mandy and Sonya cut a promo, and Mandy was all right, but I felt Sonya was like pausing a lot during her promo.
Wait a minute. What does that mean? And first of all, I just want to hear you say it again, but what does that mean?
What?
Pausing a what?
A lot.
What? Oh, pausing a lot. My bad. I was focused on like a ball in a light socket or something. I don't know what the hell I was thinking of. No, but dude, and maybe this is because you maybe watched it live or watched it back. I thought the reverse, right? I thought Mandy gave the same kind of promo that Dana Brooke does, right? Very straight to the point, but almost robotic. Whereas Sonya, and I had the TV up super loud because I'm partially deaf, I think. She was waiting for the what like that. So I thought it kind of worked hand in hand, man. Like I thought Sonya really gravitated to just letting the crowd rock with her. And like I said, I think the ladies just need a little bit more crowd support, and you know they'll get used to it.
To me, it felt like Sonya was trying to remember her lines. That's what I felt like. She kept pausing. I'm like, oh no, she's forgetting what she's supposed to say.
I think I gave her the benefit of the doubt, there, Trent. Yeah, I think I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Oh man, that's funny. Mandy looks hot as ever. I think it's the gold look, but she looks hot.
Yeah.
And then
Not
Paige,
hot, but she's all right.
Trent, I don't know. I don't know. Is there any room for Mandy Rose on your list?
I don't know.
Wow. I mean,
Alexa has that number one pretty locked up tight.
Wow. We're talking about biscuit butt versus gold booty, if I can say that. Like that's still PC, right? That's still PC, right? Gold, like gold booty, right?
Who cares if it's PC? We got Budweiser sponsoring Raw now, so they don't care about PC or PG.
They got Budweiser sponsoring Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Did the classification go up? Is it still PG?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their little slogan, I think, is something like "Give a damn, don't drive and drink" or something like that. I'm like, wow, that's PG.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we see Stone Cold come back and drink a lot of Steve Weisers or something. That's interesting. That is very interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, man, so the ladies are back. We really get 2 segments. Hulu excuse. I think I only saw two segments. But
it was only 2.
Okay, cool. So and they weren't throwaway matches, right? Like we got them on 2 spots. They're solidified as like really your top heels now. And in addition to Alexa Bliss, and obviously with any group,
I think Alexa's turning face.
Yeah. Well, or are we going to have a referendum of telling Alexa, look, we can do this the easy way, pimp, or we can do it the hard way. Do you want to join or do you want to fight us before that actually happened?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get that, but she'll probably, fight against them. Like she's been the queen of Raw all year. She's not gonna let them come in and take her spot.
Who are your other heels then? Is Nia?
Those 3 are your main ones.
Is Nia a heel now?
I have no clue what they're doing with Nia. I wouldn't mind seeing Nia join them and be like their muscle.
Okay. Because you got to kind of even the sides. I mean, if everyone's going to turn face just because you can clearly see who the badass heels are. I mean, it's obvious. You still need, you still need some checks and balances there. But we'll see, man. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think eventually we're getting like an Absolution versus Sasha, Asuka, and Alexa.
Sasha, Asuka, and Alexa. Wow.
Judging by what happened this week on Raw.
I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Paige beats Asuka at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. It's in the making. The little stare down that they had, it's definitely gonna happen sooner than later. No Bailey though.
No, she's laid out in the back.
But you don't see Bailey Bailey getting the sympathy vote and Bailey still being everyone's favorite hugger and having to go up against them and fight.
She might. I don't know. Maybe if they add like Nia to that side, they'll need her to make it even.
And even though Sasha and Alexa hate each other in real life.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
I guess we'll put their differences aside for a common enemy.
I got you. But you clearly see who are the top face or who are the top stars. So that'll be a crazy 6-man. Crazy. Or 6 women.
Did you see the Bray Wyatt match with Matt Hardy?
No. Whoops. Duh. Yeah, I saw it. I
saw the after part, right?
Yeah, that's what I was paying attention to. Not necessarily that. Let me get your thoughts on this. Do you think that was organic, or do you think that that happens at every freaking arena and they always cut to commercial?
Well, I know that they're fixing to start it up. That's what
right.
They're fixing to really start it because they have you read the news where Impact or whatever is letting them have the rights to it? Yeah,
I thought that was a legal battle that they should just give up on. Yeah. I don't really see how. I mean, the WWE is going to come up with something. Like it may not be the exact same thing, but they're going to come up with something. Why hold on to something that you can't utilize? I just didn't understand that.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting that Senor Benjamin just popped right back up on Twitter a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I saw that too. Listen, we've said from the very start, man, if you get Senor Benjamin, the baby, if you get Reba, what was the drone called?
Vanguard.
Oh my gosh! Once you get Vanguard, Jeff Nero, brother Nero,
Skarsgård was the boat, right?
Yeah. Once you get all that stuff, not only do you prolong the whole series, but they don't have to wrestle as much, right? Like you get to do all these little things outside, promo wise, video packages, and it adds to the show. So I think it'll be a great thing.
We have to mention that King Maxwell made an appearance at Starrcade.
Did he, for real?
Yeah, I got him out there like on the ramp to wave at everybody.
Gotcha.
So pretty interesting. They're bringing him back too. So
yeah,
at least they're showing him. You know,
future world champion. I was gonna go ahead. Listen, this is my prediction show. This is literally what I'm doing all day today. No, but that's gonna work, man. And if the reaction from the crowd on Monday night was any indication, it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep. Let's see. This might be a Hulu excuse. Did you see the Samoa Joe Titus O'Neil match?
I saw it, but it was more of a it was a squash. I mean, it wasn't a long match.
I thought it was probably one of the best matches Titus has had all year, if not a couple of years.
I figured it was a squash because I saw something about is Dana going to join the Titus brand. So when I watched Raw, I was looking for that more than anything. But I was like, man, Samoa Joe's gonna beat the crap out of Titus, and he did.
He did, but Titus got in some pretty good shots on him.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty rare that we see Titus doing something with the Titus brand. It's usually, I guess, the workers under, or whoever's under it. So we'll see, man. I don't.
Oh, Apollo, he didn't get no good showing at all. At least Titus got in some shots. Apollo misses the Enziguri and gets choked out immediately.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing with Apollo.
Good for your career, kid.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Apollo at all. It's terrible. Mm-hmm. It's not good.
What's not terrible though is the Mr. Rogers harmonica playing during Elias's performance.
Was it real? That's the question. That is the question.
I don't think so.
I've seen Atlanta strippers with less realness on them. Let's just put it that way. Was the harmonica playing real? I mean, now Bo Dallas acted it out very, very well.
Oh, yeah.
But was it real?
Probably not.
The chick told me if you can touch it and you can squeeze it, it's real, but it was still fake. So I don't think the harmonica playing was. It looked good though. It just looked good. Oh man, and that was surprisingly a very good match between Elias and Roman. Man, I was reading online, everyone was really praising Elias, and just made another roadblock for Roman to kind of get over.
Right, and like Elias even got like a "We Want Roman" chance, which I guess is pretty good for him being a heel.
Yeah, I was almost waiting for them to turn back though, right? Like I was. And this is where I'm going to be, a little bit hesitant with the whole Roman title run or just Roman leading into WrestleMania. Let's just go ahead and say that. I hope they don't turn on him. Mumps were the best thing that could ever happen to him. JoJo looks pregnant. Let's be honest about it. But people are chanting Roman now. They want Roman now. They're not saying he sucks as much. So match by match by match, hopefully this build Roman's up to what Vince has always saw him as a true heir to the throne after John Cena. Yeah,
but I guess I only see Roman holding this IC title until Miz comes back.
Wait a minute, where's Miz?
He's gonna film the Marine along with Becky Lynch.
Oh my gosh, dude. Why?
It's the sixth one.
Listen, this is what I'm sorry, but I'm into predictions this year. I'm getting you the Marine. I can't call it is it an anthology at this point? That's what you're getting for Christmas. Sorry, that's what you're getting for Christmas. So, at this point, and let's go into it, dude. For Thanksgiving, I had a great Thanksgiving. For the weekend, I didn't have a great weekend because South Carolina got their butts kicked by Clemson.
Yeah, you can't bring that up. I was supposed to bring that up.
Sorry, I'm just rushing things here. And then on Sunday, did I have a good day at church? Yeah, got to see my old church mates. Had a nice service until a guest minister came and gave a sermon about the Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
That's what I said. The Wizard of freaking Oz. Did it have a good message? Was he still talking about the Wizard of Oz? Yeah. Was I waiting for Dorothy to meet the Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Man? Like, come on, dude. We all know the freaking movie. You're talking about the Wizard of Oz the Sunday after Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and Clemson beating up South Carolina. So with all that said, things are just making me want to watch movies now. So I might pick up the Marine, man. Maybe we're missing something.
Which one? There's 5 of them.
I don't know. If you have 5 of them, no. Sorry. Wasn't because didn't Miz take over the series from like Randy or something? No,
What did
that
he
was
have? Wasn't like Ted DiBiase Jr. in like the second one or something?
something crazy like that. John Cena was in what 12 rounds, and
Done the
then
first Marine.
okay, he did the first round. Okay, so Miz picked up on 3 or 4?
3 or 4, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
they must be good, and they may have some nudity. I don't know, but for them to do 6, I don't know.
I heard somebody telling the joke. They were talking about this, and they said the only movie that has 6 is either a porn title or it's Fast and the Furious.
Let's be honest, man. Listen, this you are loud listening to the Wrestling Fans podcast. Let's be freaking honest. This isn't even a prequel, right? Like this isn't a movie that came out 10 years ago that they're doing over with the new cast. This is number 6.
Right.
The Clumps didn't even have this many movies. The Nutty Professor didn't even do this much, man. Man. Now, like this is bordering
going and actually turn it into a porn series. I guess they can hire Carly Gray to be on one of their movies.
They're forcing us to say welcome to the show at this point. I don't see how you get over this. But no, I'm going to rent, or I'm going to say I'm going to rent the Marine just to figure out what all the buzz is about, man. If you're doing 6, maybe something works, right? Like maybe
they're just so easy to make and so cheap to make that they can make them pretty.
Hey, oh, I think I lost you there. Say what you said again. I
said that, or either they're so easy to make and so cheap to make.
True. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, are we done with Raw?
I believe so. Yep.
Okay, let's move on to SmackDown, man. As always, I thought SmackDown was the most enjoyable show. But I will admit that the Kevin Owens show is right where it belongs. You know, main eventing the show, keeping us all interested in what he's doing. So him and Sammy are still running roughshod over the SmackDown brand.
Indeed.
With that said, though, did you see the Fashion Files?
I did.
I, for one, have always said this. SmackDown is the show where you're going to get the backstage vignettes that are more livelier, more comedic sometimes, just more dramatic. But the video packages, they were in that parody of a Saw movie with the Ascension. They have to find that, they have to unchain themselves before gas goes off and everything like that. And they have to tear up their horse, right?
Right, totally.
Okay. Hilarious.
Comedic. What was that the end of the Ascension?
Is it the end of the Ascension?
I'm sure they'll do that for the next one.
the Marine has had more versions than Saw, so I don't know. Maybe they come back. Maybe they do something.
Yeah, they'll probably say it's just laughing gas or something.
Maybe so. Now, one of the things that I am fond of would take us to something that you're not fond of.
Okay.
The Bludgeon Brothers in their Power Ranger outfits beat up the Hype Bros. And not only beat up the Hype Bros, but, destroyed Woo, not Tang, but Zack Ryder.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Your guy, your boy, ADHD himself, finally took his medication, calmed down, and beat that Jersey Shore maniac down to the ground. What do you think is in store for the freaking Hype Bros?
Well, I'm sure for a couple of months we'll have I guess we'll have a match between them at Clash of Champions, which nobody will really care about. They seem to always do this with tag teams. Like I remember when the Primetime Players split up, they had to feud with each other and nobody cared about the feud. I have a feeling this will be no different.
Yeah. And you're still going along with the fact that this was the ATG trophy winner, and now he's on his own again. Even when Ryder was injured, he was on his own, but now he's on his own again. Hopefully they push him, man. I think it's got to be it for Zack. I don't see Zack doing anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they keep him around, just as a talent, because he's a pretty good talent in ring. But as far as actually doing anything really of substance, nah, probably not. Okay.
And that will lead me to the modern day.
I want to ask you something about Luke Harper. Is it just me, or does he look like he's lost weight? Or is it just the shirts they're wearing now, the costumes they're wearing?
It might be the fact that he's next to Rowan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Real
man.
quick before we go to the next thing on SmackDown, I found out when Kane's mayoral thing is. It's in
Okay.
August of next year.
Oh, wow. So, okay, so he's been
Well,
been for a
the
while.
primary is in May, and then the election is in August.
Right. That's usually how they get it done.
Yeah.
I thought with him campaigning so much, it was
This year.
yeah, but it's for mayor, right?
Yeah.
Mayor of what? Mayor of where?
Knox County, Tennessee.
Okay, I guess they gotta wait till August, and I don't know what's in. I'm guessing Knoxville. Maybe that's a big thing. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yep.
Good luck to Kane, though.
Yeah.
Good luck to Kane. Maybe he's gonna come out in orange if he actually wins. That'll be cool. Okay, dude. Yeah, let's moving along with SmackDown, man. As we mentioned, the women just disrupted the show on both Raw and SmackDown. The women on SmackDown are going by the name the Riott Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan. And I gotta admit, man, I'm impressed with them way more than I was last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they don't have great finishers, like we said. But the way they destroyed Naomi this week, the way they beat down Charlotte, and the way that they just struck fear into everyone, it was a good look. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought Sarah Logan really looked good this week as far as how she when she pulled Charlotte off the ring apron, that looked pretty brutal. And then her beat down on Naomi and the catapult into the steps was really good.
Yeah, that was a pretty creative way, man. And then with Naomi having to sell it, being stretch it out on a back brace or something like that, that was pretty. It looked dangerous, which I like. Like that was really cool. I really like that.
Yeah. The only thing I worry about with Sarah Logan is we all know how Vince hates Southern accents. So I wonder how long it'll be before he tires of her Southern accent because she's got a pretty strong one.
Well, she's going to
which I love. I love it. But.
Yeah, but she's going to reveal probably around WrestleMania time that she's Hillbilly Jim's daughter. I mean, that's what's going to happen. These are my predictions. These are my predictions. But yeah, I see where you're coming from, and I was glad that you didn't say, her weight or whatever. But we'll see, man. I don't. Maybe Ruby Riott's going to do all the talking, and since they are the Riott Squad, I guess she's their leader.
I like that name a whole lot better than Paige's group.
I like Riott Squad because it just says chaos. I mean, I just right. As soon as you hear Absolution is going to have to grow on me, but
I keep forgetting. I have to keep reminding myself what it's called.
Yeah, my thing is if. Like you can tell Riott Squad that that's Ruby Riott's clique, right?
Right.
Absolution, they need to dress the same or come out with armbands or something. I don't know, just to make Absolution stick.
I agree. And
but
I
didn't
feel like this week, like I said last week, Paige's group feels like Paige's the star and they're her two henchmen, whereas the Riott Squad feel like three equals.
Yeah, and I think that was what you wanted on Raw. Like you want Paige to still be a star.
Right.
And those other two girls can get jobbed out. On SmackDown, it was really the land of opportunity, just bringing up new chicks, new matches, new types of feuds. And they still make job, but you still get a little bit of that spice into the women's division, which I like.
Right. Were you thinking the same thing I was, that we weren't going to have the match on Tuesday, that they were going to copy Raw?
Well, listen, they've copied everything else. Everything else. So I was really looking for, and let's be honest, I saw SmackDown before I saw Raw. So I was like, okay, well, how much are they going to copy the other show? So when I looked at Raw, I'm like, okay, I see what they were trying to do. But either way, man, like you get decent matches, you just get new stuff, man. Like I was tired of the whole rehashed Becky versus Alexa every week and Sasha versus Mickey every single week and all that. Like that just gets boring, and there was nothing that made you want to watch that if it wasn't a title match. So
right, and don't forget about our monthly teases of a Sasha versus Bayley feud that we never get.
Yeah, like the 3,000 hugs that Sasha had to give Bayley. That stuff gets old, man. And then Nia looks at Alexa the wrong way.
But me, I'm tired of seeing it.
Nicely done. Then you would get Nia looking weird at Alexa, and then next week being her best friend. Like you got that stuff every single week. Now you have solidified heels, and chicks that are the leaders just having heavy baggage. So it should lead us in a new direction as far as what we see from the women's division.
Yep. I guess we can talk about AJ Styles defeating the Singh brothers.
Yeah, that was a cool little Styles clash off the top. I was looking towards the modern day Maharaja when he just he gave the Colossus to one of the Singh brothers and almost threw him out of the ring. He delivered it. So it was crazy. Like stuff like that makes me, watch more intent, especially when they slow it down.
Right. I noticed this week, one thing that helps Jinder, when he gets crazy and gets mad, is his hair. His hair, he has some great crazy person hair.
Him and Seth Rollins have the same type of hair, right? They it comes out all greasy and wet, but
right.
10 minutes later, it's all fluffy.
Right.
They look like Charles Manson after 5 minutes. It's crazy. All right, dude. So what else do we have that actually happened on SmackDown though?
I guess we can get a little bit more into the whole Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens stuff.
Where do you see this going, man? It's taking a different direction than Friends Forever with Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. So tag titles. I mean, Kevin Owens is gonna be the U.S. champ. I mean, where do we go from here?
I had no clue because they keep involving Daniel Bryan a lot, and it still keeps feeling like he's going to end up getting cleared and wrestle again. I mean, why are they keep pushing these angles with Daniel Bryan if they're not going to be able to pay him off?
So Daniel Bryan is on their side or just doesn't want to see them fired and wants to torture him?
Right. I think they're having it where Shane's personal feelings is getting in the way of the business, and Daniel's trying to get him to look at it from a business side of how talented they are.
Because I didn't know if they were rehashing the whole Miz versus Daniel Bryan thing, with the caveat here being, Daniel's going to punish them more, and instead of not necessarily getting jabbed all the time, he's just going to be the true GM and do his job, but punish the hell out of them. Where we've had before, the GM usually punishes the face. So
right.
I don't know, man. With what we've seen from Triple H jumping back in the ring, Kurt Angle jumping back in the ring, would it be Sammy versus Daniel, or will we get Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan?
I'm not sure.
Or Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I guess they could do that, but it seems like they're doing. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing, because it seems like Shane and Daniel are going to eventually part ways. It looks like one of them's turning heel.
True, and it just makes you wonder, especially when they do these, back in the day things, when they showed the clip of Daniel Bryan doing the Occupy Raw. It makes you think that, man, what if, right? What if he could? What if he comes back? It just makes you think, well, what's the state of SmackDown if Shane leaves, or what is the state of SmackDown if Bryan just ultimately clocks Kevin Owens? Does he come back as a wrestler? Does he stay as a GM? So it's interesting to see. I just don't think it involves any title aspirations for Kevin and Sammy.
Right. And stuff we're talking is long term, but I'm not even sure short term what they're going to do as far as even what are Sammy and Kevin going to do as far as Clash of Champions.
Right. That's every single week they're going to come out and bitch about what Daniel Bryan's doing, that the fact that Shane McMahon still has air in his body. And then Daniel Bryan will come out to, 20,000 yes chance and say, Kevin Owens, tonight you're facing The Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? That's where it seems like we're going. But I don't know. But there are no, they're not in the running for tag gold. It seems like the Usos are faces now.
And are we going back to Usos and New Day after this week?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Obviously the New Day don't need titles to be over. I mean, that's just what it is, right? The Usos seem to be faces. Benjamin and Chad somehow, some way are heels now. you got the Bludgeon Brothers, you got the dissection of the Hype Bros. Maybe you add Kevin and Sammy to that tag team mix just to balance out the tag team division, or just get, you know, Sammy and Kevin going up against the New Day, and then ultimately it ends up with being the Usos. So we'll see, man. But they're running the show, which is a good thing.
Yeah. I want to know what in the world Kevin Owens said to Randy Orton before their match to piss Randy Orton off. He was beating the living crap out of Kevin Owens with that Singapore cane.
Yeah, what I saw of the match, Randy was in control for most of that match, and it wasn't the typical
he had
Randy
Kevin
match.
Owens cussing. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see
He was
that.
like cussing out loud, like they had to bleep him out.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I gotta go back and watch it. That's worth watching back over. No, I would tune into it, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, Orton punch, suplex off the top, DDT. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that, and then then they go through the crowd, right? Yeah.
And then Sammy comes out after he was banned from ringside.
Yeah, I mean, like I just thought it was a regular Randy match, but every time I watched it, Randy was beating the crap out of Kevin Owens, and
he was,
you know, with no rest holds, like, you know, just beating the crap out of him.
Yeah. I mean, but like that's a dumb stipulation to ban somebody from ringside and then make the match no DQ. Like, well, if they interfere anyway, what are you going to do? It's a no DQ match, which is exactly what happened.
Man, and here's the thing. If you're watching this on TV, you're probably throwing stuff at the TV, cussing at the TV, right? I don't think anyone in the arena realized what was said. It didn't make sense. Hey, we're going to ban Sami Zayn from ringside. Oh, okay. But we're also going to make this a no disqualification match. Well, okay. So if Sami
should have added but even if Sami Zayn interferes, he's fined or he's suspended or something.
Right. So if Sami Zayn interferes, it's totally legal, but he'll get some kind of penalty for doing it. Like I said, it makes the story move along to next week, but it did sound ridiculous when they said it.
Yeah. That's all SmackDown.
Okay, that's all SmackDown. NXT, they're still recapping the fabulous takeover that we had in Houston.
Right.
So no issues there. Dancing with the Stars is over with. Frankie did not win.
Nope.
But give us an update on Survivor, man. How are our teams stacking up right now?
Right. So it was a 2-hour show, and 2 people went home. On the first episode, JP went home, and I believe I had him on mine. And then on the second episode, Joe went home, which you had. So you have 4 people left, and I only have 3.
Good. That's how I like it.
You have Ben, Ashley, Devin, and Lauren, and I have Ryan, Chrissy, and Dr. Mike.
Okay, so where are we going in the next couple of weeks, man? Are we getting double eliminations week by week now, or when does this thing wrap up?
So next week we'll take it down to 6. And then I'm guessing the next week after that will be the finale, because they usually do the finale with 5 left.
Okay, all right.
They do they vote between the final 3 at the final tribal.
Okay, all right. And when should I check this out? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, or just Thursdays?
Wednesdays, just Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. Why do I keep thinking that? Okay, cool, awesome. But I'm still leading 4-3, right?
Yep.
Pretty good at this, man. I'm pretty.
Yeah, you are.
At this. One thing I'm not good at is making my top 100 list. I got 30 days. You
got mine turned in.
Ah, man, I gotta get mine done. You said Alexa was not number 1, so
no.
I am proud of you, my friend. Definitely proud of you.
So I actually wanted to break my list down, like I did it in I broke it down by the numbers.
Okay.
So I want to go through that real quick.
Do you think?
All right. So for the men, I have 99 men on my list and 11 women. As far as former champions, I have 50 former world champions, 51 former Intercontinental champions, 23 U.S. champions, 11 former women's champions, and 5 former NXT champions. And then as far as the Hall of Fames go, I have 45 WWE Hall of Famers and 36 Wrestling Observer Hall of Famers. So that's how my list breaks down.
Wait a minute. There's a Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah. They just had the newest inductees today.
Where is the ceremony and how do you watch
There is not one. It's all on a newsletter and a website.
Are you? No, and I am not being facetious. You're telling me that one of the busiest guys in the wrestling industry, maybe he's over the hill, who cares, has a Hall of Fame that has inductees every single year, just like the WWE.
Right.
But there's no show. There's no prize. There's nothing.
No.
Are
Well,
any
the fans vote on it instead of like a Vince McMahon deciding all of them. The fans actually get their word in.
have there been any coincidence or not coincidences, but years where his inductees lined up with the WWE's inductees?
I'm not really sure about that.
Okay,
I
and
have
I
to
mean,
go back and look.
here's the thing. I always take it back to sports, right? Because that's what I think they're copying anyway. If you're in, I think football is the most popular Hall of Fame, but you have to be gone from the game. Like if you're a player, if you play, you have to be gone from the game for about 5 years. Right. And then you can have voting and all this stuff. I think the same thing works for baseball too. With the WWE, they pretty much they don't really have any kind of classification because they're probably gonna put in a dead guy. They're probably gonna put in a woman. Like they're probably gonna put in a celebrity. So you got those kind of areas. But are there any criteria for voting on the Hall of Fame if it is a fan vote?
Oh, yeah, they do have, like, you have to be out of the business for so long, or there's certain rules they have. I can't remember them all because I don't vote. You have to be a subscriber to vote, but I follow it, and I know there are rules.
Nice. Yeah, that's interesting, man. That is pretty interesting. I never got the Observer, but yeah, just to participate, man. I think that's pretty cool. And I didn't know if like WWE jacked them for like, okay, we're gonna take one of these, right, and put them in the Hall of Fame. But that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. 2 people that we know went in this year, which is Minoru Suzuki from New Japan and AJ Styles.
See, that's what I'm saying. So AJ Styles went into the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame, and he's still wrestling, and he's not 50, like he's not Ric Flair's age.
Right.
Still maybe got 10 years left, maybe, I guess. They put him in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. I mean, I think they could have waited a couple more years for him, but I guess the fans think he's already had such a great career. They don't really need to wait.
Cool. You know who I'm putting in the Hall of Fame, the podcast Hall of Fame?
Who? Me?
The boys at TWF, the best in the world, Trent Williams, and this guy, Jason Fastkade.
Really quick, Paige Van Zandt, we have news on her.
Do you think?
Her next fight is against Jessica Rose Clark on UFC Fight Night. UFC Fight Night St. Louis, which will be Sunday, January 14th on Fox Sports 1. Okay.
I look forward to that, man. I look forward to her getting the hell off of the fight nights, though. I will say that. She has to get on the main stage. Yeah, she got to get off the fight nights.
I think her last fight that the girl that she was supposed to face is now claiming that she got out of. She wasn't really, as sick as she says. Was supposed to be on one of the main cards, but I guess now that she turned that down, she's back on the fight nights.
And this will allow her to build her momentum back up, right? I mean, ever since the Georgina chick got knocked out, the world hasn't been the same now because you're getting too much turnover in your women's champs, right? So hopefully she gets on the main card. I will say this. I plan on going to the ACC championship, Clemson Tigers versus Miami Hurricanes. And I hope Miami beats the crap out of the Clemson Tigers.
Oh, come on now.
But after
throwing bottles at us Saturday.
We thought that you needed water.
No.
You look.
And it caused Dabo to get penalized.
Listen, man. Not only did I go to a Clemson bar with South Carolina clothes on, not only did I eat their food, but I left before halftime. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was freaking bad, man. Goodness. Anyway, I really just want to see a good football game. It'll be the first ACC championship that I go to, so it'll be cool. But that night, UFC 218, you got Aldo versus Holloway. Should be a pretty good fight. Aldo might get knocked out and just retire, but I'm going to see the game and the fight, man. So it should be an interesting Saturday night, my friend.
Oh, you going to go see the fight too?
Oh, no. Sorry. Yeah, I can't. I definitely not. I don't even know where the fight is. I'm not going to see the fight. I'll probably
watch the fight on TV.
Yeah, just walk down the street to one of the bars like Hooters or something and watch it. Yeah, that'll be something.
I was going to say, how in the world are you going to be in 2 places?
I know, for real. Oh man. With that said, Trent, have we covered everything?
Are you going to want to talk about the Cody Rhodes Young Bucks?
Dude, here's the thing. I think we're in an age where not only can you not grab a girl by the kitten, but we're in an age where everybody is anti-establishment, and it's an age that I love, man. Everyone wants to finally prove that your social media following matters and that you can build from the mud, as they say, right?
Right.
So a comment was made that they can't, that the club or that the Young Bucks or Cody Rhodes, whoever, couldn't draw 10,000, because honestly, I thought they were. I thought they were, but I guess they weren't. Like these Osaka, Japan matches and all this, I thought that was 10,000 people, 20,000 people. Tokyo Dome, what is that?
Well, it might be, but it's not just them. I mean, they got like Okada and Tanahashi and stuff.
Right. So with that said, I just like the balls, man. Like that was a horrible statement, but I just like the cockiness and the brash arrogance.
Oh, we've known that about you for a long time.
I just, like, I like for somebody to, throw it back in their face like, okay, you don't think we can do it? We're going to do it. And we're not going to pay people like TNA. They're trying to put on a show that can hold 10,000 people. And I'm guessing it's going to be, will it probably be the Bullet Club, like a fantastic Bullet Club show? Probably. Mm-hmm. Will it have Omega on it? I mean, it probably should.
Yeah, it will.
But I think they could do 10,000. Like, I really think they could do 10,000. What do you think?
Have you heard what Cody wants? Cody wants Daniel Bryan in the main event.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, I understand that the WWE wants you to believe when all this is said and done. If you pick up a book, John Cena was the president. Hulk Hogan was the president before them. Rock was the first black. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to believe that. But at the same time, man, why is it that a Daniel Bryan or a John Cena without a working relationship couldn't just go over there, sell out a venue, and come back? I think it makes both participants money.
Yeah.
If the Young Bucks put on a fantastic show, or if the Young Bucks and the New Day do something. Yeah. I mean, that's 10,000 people right there. I mean, and you don't have to, I don't think it matters who goes over. I don't think it matters who wins. It's the fact that for a long time, we've seen Superstar A come from wrestling promotion B, be the biggest thing over there, and come to WWE and have limited success, working a harder schedule and getting less notoriety for it.
Right.
Why not bring both brands together, one night only, quarterly, build it up where maybe some superstars don't show, right? But one guy does that you didn't even expect, which makes it up for the whole thing. And do that yearly, that you never know who's gonna show up. And I hope I'm giving advice or ideas, because we know WWE listens to the show. But the thing is, you gotta stop living in that WWE universe, man. The world is bigger than Staten Island, my friend.
I agree.
So with
that's Vince's ego that won't let him do that.
And I think it's a detriment, man. I think it's a detriment. We got AJ Styles in the WWE not too late, I would say. I think we got Nakamura right on time. But the steam of the Young Bucks joining the WWE when they're smaller than the guys on 205 Live, Vince is not going to take them seriously. Dude. So it's not gonna be a super kick party, but they'll parody that and have the Usos super kick people to death all day, Right.
That's the match I want to see. The Young Bucks against the Usos.
It works. And for one, you're telling me you can't do that for one night only? Yeah. You can't have the Usos off the show for 1 week to take a trip to Japan, plan the match out, do the match, and come back.
Ain't they doing the show over here, or are they doing it in Japan?
Oh, sorry. They're even better, dude. They don't even have to go over to Japan. They just got to go to LA or wherever they're going to do the show and come back. Mm-hmm. How hard is that?
I agree.
It's I don't know if you checked out Being the Elite.
No, I haven't checked it out. I've heard of it, but I ain't watched it yet.
But you promote that match there. It builds up the Young Bucks. It definitely puts WWE on the map for people who don't know for some reason. And it gives credibility to the fact that the Young Bucks put on this show and they could get the Usos. By the way, I think the whole Chris Jericho Omega match had some kind of WWE implications. The whole contract, and was he out of a contract, and was he on a pay-per-view appearance contract? I don't really believe that. So I think there's some kind of negotiations going on, but you need to have some cohesion with all these corporations or federations.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if like Cody and like Triple H ain't like still in talks or something.
It would only make sense, man. It would only make sense. Like, you got to know that they're...
No, with Triple H being so close to Dusty, I could see that happening. Him helping out Cody like that.
But you got to assume that they're fighting over the same venues, dude. I mean, let's be honest. You know, there's 13, 14 events next year. They already have talked to cities and towns and states about their, you know, where they want to do their shows. So why wouldn't they butt heads at some point or say, hey, you thinking about moving this date to this and that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some kind of, you can't rent the Staples Center because WWE is going to be here the week before or something like that. So there's always something going on, man. I just want to see a better collection of talent spread out.
Yep.
Okay. For some reason I hear the cops in the background. Might have to go running. But with that said, thank you guys for listening. And now we'll run down all of our social media platforms. Here we go. Ladies, gents, listeners of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, make sure that you check out our Twitter page. Our official Twitter page for the show is
at TWF_podcast.
Now, if you have a gold booty or a smile like Carly Gray, make sure that you DM Trent. He's really gonna appreciate it in his you know, in his current state. So
my Twitter is full of Carly Gray likes this week.
Nicely done, man. You can tweet Trent at
MTW3589.
And as always, you can tweet me at BangEm South. Make sure you follow us, retweet, check out our timelines. Twitter really goes so crazy after the show and before it's published. So hit us up on Twitter, but you can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/TWF Podcast. All of the shows are there. Our views are going up. Our reaches are going up. We haven't needed to boost anything. We're out there. The shows are out there. Subscribe to the Facebook group. Facebook, the hell is it? Facebook page?
Yeah.
Facebook page. Subscribe to the Facebook page. Listen in, enjoy, and definitely share. But make sure that you definitely subscribe. So with that said, we only got one more, and it's YouTube. Everybody looks at YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel, The Wrestling Fans Podcast. It's even simpler, right? We got all the episodes out there. We have our prediction shows. We have our weekly shows. We have crazy news and notes out there as well. We have every single time that we've said welcome to the show on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe, pay attention, view it, listen, and share. Trent.
Yes.
Plug your site, man.
My thoughts on prowrestling.blogspot.com. I'm starting my blog post for my list, my place to be list. And as far as bonus content for the podcast, if Jason here would finally get his list together, we could actually do bonus podcasts about our lists and talk about them.
I need to do my list. I plan on being inebriated Saturday, so it might not happen, but I need to do my list. And if Miami wins,
like Santa Claus.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I'm glad I'm not Santa Claus, because I would have trouble with Carly Gray because she's so naughty, but yet she's so nice to look at.
That's how we end the show. Thank you for listening. It's Trent, as always, dude. It was a pleasure. Hope you get well soon, man. I'm pretty sure we'll stay in contact. But for all the listeners, thank you for listening. Trent, I will talk to you next week, my friend.
Alrighty.